All right, if you're a business owner or run a marketing department, I'm going to give you what might be the most important piece of advice you'll ever receive to make sure that you're not flushing money down the tubes. And this is based off of actually two conversations that I've had in the past 24 hours, which is that if you're spending money, particularly on digital advertising, digital marketing, one of the things that most marketers or marketing professionals will teach you is the AIDA principle, right? The AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action principle. So there's also the principle that makes that there's an extra letter that needs to be added on to the end there, which is the R letter, which is ROI. And a lot of people will get stuck in, okay, we're showing ads somewhere, we're getting X number of impressions, we're getting X number of clicks, we might even be getting X number of leads. Okay, that's kind of where the flow starts. And a lot of people, if you're lucky, they've gotten to that point. Right? If you're lucky, they've gotten to the how much money are we getting per lead. And then the next step is, right, because usually in many organizations, there's a marketing and there's a sales department. The lead generation gets handed off to the sales department. There's like a fall off point at that point to be able to see, are these leads actually converting into sales, right? So are we actually generating ROI at the end of the day, which is the goal of the business. Now, because if you're able to put this type of a system in place in your business, everything becomes so much more easy because you can know, hey, listen, are we getting an ROI? Do we need to think about scaling up on the operations side? Because if I understand what my overall ROI is, and not just an individual metric, right? One of the things I see, it drives me crazy when I see this, is everyone obsesses about low cost per click or low CPM or whatever it may be, all these marketing metrics, but they don't focus on the end of the day. Obviously, if you're selling e-commerce, ROAS, return on ad spend, is a key metric as well. But particularly when it comes to lead generation, and particularly when there's a handoff to a sales department, or there has to be some type of a sales process or an additional touch point afterwards, most people drop the ball on this. And putting a system in place to be able to track everything from the first dollar that's spent until the last dollar that comes back is absolutely critical to know the numbers of your business. Because I would actually even venture to say that this is the most important thing to have in your business, because if you don't have this, if you don't have the ability to track $1 in, $2 out, or $1 in and 50 cents back, okay, if you don't have that ability to track that, eventually you're going to hit a crisis point. You won't even know it in your business. By putting that in place, you can understand, listen, we found a marketing channel, we found a marketing process that works. It's going into our sales department. We're converting an X number of percent. And once you have that system in place, you now know, hey, if we're spending $100,000 a month on advertising, we can increase that to $500,000. We'll get a similar type of return. And then we can plan on the operational side of the business to scale up as well. This number is critical. Understand what this number is. Your business is going to get a lot more fun and a lot more predictable as you continue growing and scale up. What do you think? You agree? Thoughts? Leave it below. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.